Hello, everyone. This is Regina Sun, and welcome to today's Legal Moment. Last Wednesday was the first presidential debate for the 2012 elections, and it consisted of three major topics: job creation, the deficit problem, and health care. Both candidates were asked to articulate their plans and determine or articulate as well how to differentiate their plan from their opponent. Here are some of the highlights. Now, both parties agree that the key to job creation is education, small business, and energy. Obama highlighted his Race to the Top program, which encourages states to implement measures that prepare students for college and workplace, that helps build systems that measure student growth and success, and helps with the recruitment and retention of effective teachers. It also improves the low achieving schools and helps bring them up to some of the higher performing achieving schools. In addition to the Race to the Top program, he also stated that he wanted to hire more math and science teachers. Romney stated that he wanted to cut federal funding on education programs and leave it to the states to improve schools. Therefore, you really get a sense of this big government versus small government mentality. He also explained that the overhead on at least 47 federal training programs were excessive and only added to the deficit. Therefore, he wanted to cut funding for those programs. He also said that he wanted to cut funding for PBS, and of course we all remember the infamous joke about Big Bird. As it relates to the deficit problem, Obama stated that he wanted to cut at least 77 ineffective programs. He wanted to cut 18 federal education programs that I presume are not effective. He also wanted to cut $1 trillion in discretionary spending and raise taxes on wealthy families. Romney said he wanted to lower government spending. He wanted to cut federal employees, thereby combining a lot of agencies and departments. He wanted to defer several federal programs to the states, close tax loopholes, and cap tax deductions. Therefore, instead of being able to make numerous amount of tax deductible items, you only can make tax deductions on a certain amount, and you can't go over that allotted amount. So here you have the difference between adding more revenue to help cure the deficit versus conserving existing revenue and thereby just closing spending in order to improve the deficit. Finally, you have healthcare, which is another big government versus small government theme. Now, Romney, first and foremost, wants to repeal Obamacare, and he argues that states should have the right and the responsibility to reform healthcare among its residents. He also stated that he wanted to prohibit denials based on pre-existing conditions. So therefore, that item is one thing that both the candidates agree on. Obama wants to enforce Obamacare, and he wants to mandate health insurance for all individuals, which, if you remember from our segment, you either have to have health insurance or you pay a tax for not having health insurance. He also stated that he wanted to rebate or give rebates for excess and administrative costs, and he wanted to elect a board to monitor healthcare costs. So with that information, I want to know what you, the listeners, think. Do you feel as if some of the initiatives highlighted by Obama are better, or do you feel that some of the initiatives highlighted by Mitt Romney are better? Tweet me at ReginaSunESQ and let me know what you think. Thanks for listening, and that is today's Legal Moment.